We are here at Speedway Harley-Davidson with this SHD custom CVO Street Glide. First things first, let's take a look at this baby. That's right, this is a color you probably haven't seen before. This is one of our SHD customs. This is a 2023 CVO Street Glide, and of course you know it's got that new design language. Let us know, what do you think of the new design of this CVO as well as this custom paint job? Let's take a look at some of the changes that's been made to this year CVO. This bike comes in at a weight of 838 pounds. The previous generation was 866. That's a weight savings of 28 pounds. You're getting 139 foot-pounds of torque out of this motor. The previous one came with 126 foot-pounds of torque. You've got this massive 12.3-inch display that's running the Skyline OS operating system. And I mean, this thing is packed with a ton of features. This bike has been redesigned from the ground up. The only thing on here that's the same is probably the frame. You've got your Rockford system, which sounds amazing, the extremely comfortable CVO seat, full LED lighting. As you can see, it's LED lighting in the rear, and you finally got full LED turn signals integrated into the fairing, and I think it looks pretty good. So let's take this baby for a ride. You're greeted with this beautiful, extremely vivid CVO screen, and you see you can change the way the screen looks. You can either have it black or white. We got it set to the white so it matches the rest of the bike, and I feel like it looks so good from this view of the motorcycle. Now, with this, you have so many options just by pulling up your settings. So right here in your settings menu, you got plenty of options. You got your options for your navigation, your music, information about the motorcycle, as well as your settings. Let's jump into the settings. Right here, you can pair your Bluetooth device. You've got options for sound. What I want to show y'all today is the display options. So when you jump into display, you have the option to have it set to auto for day and night. I suggest leaving that on. Brightness and high contrast is where you get to change it from white to black. Today we're going to ride with it in white because it just looks good with this motorcycle. You also can change the way the display actually looks in your layout. You got cruise, sport mode, which is going to give you a little bit different look. Let's check that out. It's going to put everything center, and then you're going to have information on the sides. And tour mode, where you're going to have your speed and everything over there, and then information on this side. I myself prefer cruise mode, so we're going to ride in that mode. Now on the center screen, I want the navigation to be showing, and it's going to fill out that middle. As you can see there, we got the navigation up. You also got different modes that you can select by hitting this mode button right here. Right now it's in rain. You can go into road mode as well as sport mode. We're going to start off in rain mode. The bike also comes with all of your standard CVO options, such as heated grips and every single rider aid that Harley-Davidson offers. You also got nice little subtle details like this drawer for you to store your phone in. It actually comes with a USB-C plug-in instead of USB, so it's already set for the future. You know everything is going USB-C. You also got this right here, where you can actually deflect where you want your wind blowing. You can have it blowing up a little bit higher. You can have it blowing dead in your face, which why would you want that? So we're going to set it about there. You also got these cool wind deflectors down below that you can adjust to adjust the flow of the wind when it's hitting that front fairing. Enough talking. Let's crank her up and get on the road. Couldn't even feel her go in the first. Now, one thing you'll notice immediately upon jumping on this brand new CVO is how refined everything feels. And it was starting to go that way with all of your previous Milwaukee 8 motors as well. you're not getting that Harley vibration. You're not getting that brr, 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 like all of that vibration that your twin cams and everything have. And this one feels even more refined than the previous generation CVO. We're off. Now I know the bike only saved about 28 pounds from the previous generation, but it's extremely noticeable, the weight savings. So I'm wondering if it's just where the weight is placed now helps it feel a lot lighter. The bike feels extremely nimble. Now we're in rain mode. When you're riding in rain mode, you know, it does have ample power, and if you need that power, you just roll on the throttle a little bit harder, but it's way toned down from road mode as well as sport mode. So rain mode is a great option if you've never been on a bagger and you're looking to get comfortable with it. You're a little bit afraid of that throttle. You can throw it in rain mode, or if it's actually raining, you might want it in rain mode so that your tires don't slip when you're laying out all that power. I'm comfortable on a bagger, so we're gonna go ahead and switch it up to road mode. And you can switch the modes while riding. That's pretty cool. Some bikes, you can't change the modes over until you're actually stopped. On this one, you can actually change the modes while riding, which is perfect, because if you're out on the highway and you need to switch modes, you need to be able to hit that mode button to change it without having to pull over on the highway. All right, so we're in road mode now. Road mode kind of feels similar to, like, I'd say like your 114 or 107 Milwaukee 8. You got plenty of power there. It feels very smooth. You don't have a very twitchy throttle. It feels very refined, and it's a solid place to ride when you're just cruising the streets or on the highway. But when you want to feel what that 121 variable valve timing motor can do, you've got to put it in sport mode. So that's what we're gonna do. Why not ride in the fun mode? All right, so we just switched over to sport mode. We're gonna turn the corner here. All right, take it nice and easy. We're gonna hang back just a little bit, just a little bit. The bike feels extremely well balanced. I do want to say that. And you can tell this bike handles tremendously well. All right, so what gear are we in? We are currently in second gear. You don't even have to drop it down to first to roll on throttle. We're in second. You hit it. Oh, you see them numbers climbing, and it takes off. Oh my goodness. Bike has plenty of torque, plenty of performance. Now this year the CVO came in 2 colors, but we went on and custom painted a few of them. This here is by far one of my favorite colors that they've actually put on these new CVOs. It has that denim white color, but when you see it in person, you'll see that there's actually some pearlescence or some flake in the paint. So it definitely stands out when the light hits it. It's got that Harley orange and a deep, almost black charcoal type of color on it as well. And this bike gets the most attention when people walk past it because it just looks so good. You get a totally different view from back here in the cockpit too. Like you can literally, like the white blending with the white screen, it just looks premium. And of course CVO is going to have that premium feel to it, so the suspension feels solid, the ride feels solid, everything about the bike feels good. Now I am 6 feet tall. I've ridden the CVO Street Glide as well as the Road Glide. While the seating position feels similar, I will have to say that the Road Glide does feel a little bit roomier. And that's on all of them when you're on the Road Glide or Street Glide. It's because the Road Glide's fairing sits a little bit more away from you. It just naturally feels a little bit more roomier. But I'm 6 feet tall, don't feel cramped up at all, feel extremely comfortable, and feel confident to take long road trips on this motorcycle. There's plenty of options for you to get a CVO. Hold on a second. Woo! Love that power. Trying to keep it tame. Trying to obey the rules. Obey the rules. There's plenty of options to get CVOs, you know, but you're not going to find one in this color. If you like the look of this specific CVO, give us a big thumbs up down below. All right, we're at a 0 dead stop. Let's rip it. Oh, 55. Oh my God. This bike has an amazing, insane amount of torque. You'll definitely feel the power coming out of this baby when you're out riding. Let's jump on over here. It just handles so well. All right, let's see what it's like. Let's close off that vent and see if I notice a difference. I did. I actually noticed a difference. I think I felt less wind with that vent open. I don't know why. Is it breaking up the wind? It's like I'm in a wind tunnel right now. I'm sure y'all could probably hear that wind. The bike has an amazing sound system. We play it from time to time up in the dealership. It sounds so good. I'm not gonna cut it on right now because of copyright. And this is gonna be the perfect motorcycle for someone who wants a CVO, but they just wanna take it to that extra step. And they want something a little bit different, something that no one else is going to have, something that's going to stand out where people are going to be like, I know that's a CVO, but where did you get that color? And the cool part is it's already done for you. The bike's been taken apart, been painted, been put back together, and it is ready to roll. These are our SHD customs, and you're only going to find this design that you see here at Speedway Harley-Davidson. It's getting attention right now. We got track people checking out the CVO. All right, we're gonna pull up here. Man, this bike handles so good. While I may not be able to ride as good as Jesse, I feel like this bike handles tremendously well. Let's see. It just feels so light. It doesn't even feel like a full-size touring motorcycle. Like, look at the maneuverability aspect. Like, it'll turn on a dime. This is just a solid feeling motorcycle. All right, let's take a look-see. I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera, but when the light hits it right across there, you can kind of see that pearl look with a little bit of flake in it. And that is a true denim paint. It looks so good. See if y'all can see that up close. But if you've been looking for a CVO, but you've been looking for something a little bit different, that's going to stand out a little bit more, and that just looks completely badass, it's sitting right here in front of me. No matter where you are viewing this video, if this bike interests you, make sure you give us a call at the number listed below. Follow us on all of our social media platforms as far as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Share this video. One of your friends may be looking for this motorcycle. This might be the ideal bike that they just can't find, and you share it, they're going to love you. Make sure you like this video, comment down below. What do you think of what we did here? And before we take off, enjoy this B-roll.